Hey, you, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And I need to go grab our little drawbridge from down here. Get it on our belt so that we may place it. And see how it works. See if it's going to work. Trial and error once again. I've only placed a couple of these since I've been playing. I do like the idea of the drawbridge, but a little wonky sometimes in the placement of it. Let's go over to this side and face back over here. So why is it that I can't go any further? There we go. So it would be right there is where it would need to be placed. And I think at least for right now, you can kind of glitch the through everything. Boy, I hope that's right. It's so hard to see the placement of it. It's not like other blocks. As a matter of fact, I think we were better off standing a block high while we were trying to place that. So that's too far back. That's too far back. That looks like the placement we're looking for right there. If I have to make another one, I have to make another one. But we're going to plop it down right there. I do believe that's the spot that we're looking for. I want it right on the edge. Hello? Hello? I guess it's not going to let us place it until we take these other blocks out. That's fine. That is what we will do. All right, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and chip away here. You know what? Screamers, whatever. So much faster. Waiting on that little noise, that little screamer noise to come up. Screamer wandering around. Wandering around, wondering what we're doing. Wandering while wondering. Hopefully I did that right. I think I did. I think I did. Let's see what it looks like over here. Of course, it's going to glitch up into the wall, and that's fine. I know we need to take a couple more blocks out there, but it fits over here perfectly. We need to take out... It's kind of nice when you have all the supplies you need and you don't have to really be pressured into going out every day, and you can sit here and work on little projects like this. Little home improvement. Little DIY. So turning off the forges absolutely made a huge difference in the screamer activity. I thought that just the auger, much like when we were first over here and doing a bunch of augering and it attracted a lot of attention, I thought it was still going to be more than we wanted. Okay, now I need to see what it looks like from the other side. See how flush it is to the... I don't know. You know, I really don't know. It's not flush. I almost want to sacrifice my life and try to jump off from up there to down here and see if I catch on that lip. I guarantee you they're going to catch on that. Maybe not. I can't guarantee it, but it is likely that they could catch on that. But we're going to take a chance because I think the zombies are going to come down this path through here. And when they do that, they're going to... they're just going to fall off in the pit there. And so I really don't care how they get to the bottom. If it's, you know, a few blocks lower or whatever, that's fine. But absolutely want them to... oh, you know what? I did just mess up. That door... Yep, I just hit the door because it's right there. Boy, that's a weird thing. Such a weird thing. I don't like the way that looks either. I'm going to have to leave it like that. Either that or I'm going to have to take these blocks out. We'll worry about that some other time. Right now we need to move forward with this thing because time is just flying by on us. And I want to get this done. I want to get this finished project here. I do need to go back down and get some cement. Let's go ahead and do that now. And make some ramps. Where are you at? You are right there. I say we're going to need about 40. That's probably somewhere near that amount. Then we're going to grab a little bit of wood. Because I am going to ramp it up with these as well. I think we had some left too. Let's make 40 of those. Maybe we had some left in here somewhere. Maybe not. Okay, well, good enough. Probably need to make a new shovel here soon, or we will be done with this project. Tired of falling in that little hole there. Let's see. Where does it drop down at there? We could come across here like so. One more down. Probably should have put some wooden frames up there before I did that, but yeah, that looks good. Whoa, Mr. Doggy. Goodness. Make sure our frames are making. Another doggy. So we're several days away from our... Though I think they changed the mechanics of the dog horde up. I think it's random now. I don't think it's guaranteed 2 days before like it used to be. So we're seeing these dogs fall down into the pit a little early compared to what it used to be. But I think that's the norm now. I do want a little flattened area here, so we'll do one more out this way because I want a flattened area for me to be able to stop to open the door. It's too bad you don't have a little remote that you can press while you're on your bike. It's really too bad you can't open up a map on your bike. Ugh, I hope that one day they incorporate a map or that you can open your map on while you're on the mini bike. That's kind of a pain. Something I'm not very fond of. Though I'm sure the fun pimps really don't care what I think. Would be a cool addition. Oops, I think I went too far back with that. It's okay. So the mini bike, boy, I need to go one more flat block before I go up at an angle. Is what I really need to do. No, that's not stone. It's just hitbox glitch. Might as well go two more. Then we'll start our incline, our ramp. Before we punch through to the other side, to the top side, I'm going to make sure I have all my everything constructed down here that I need to have constructed. Okay. Something like that. And we could probably go ahead and seal that off like so. Now let's see where our incline is going to begin with our first aid kits up there with our ramps, our wooden ramps first. Something like that. And it doesn't matter what's underneath. We're not going to do concrete the whole way. That would be silly. It's just going to be resting. There's not going to be any amount of damage that's going to be done to it that I can see. I don't want to punch through the surface there. So let's see here. Okay, so we're still on track. I know I must be getting pretty close to the surface. The next few levels up, 3 blocks up or so, I should be getting right to it. Took one extra out right there. That's okay. One there. Something like that, other than the one block that we took out too deep. I'm just completely going on the fly here, building this stuff on the fly, ladies and gentlemen. This is not something that I've ever done. Like I said, the mini bike has never really concerned me. I always leave it outside my base. I never take it inside the base, or I don't say never, but it's very unlikely that I do. So this is something just totally out of the ordinary for me to try to construct. So I'm just kind of going with it. But I do like things to be well constructed, because I do not like zombies being able to destroy any of my creations and put all that hard work into farming up the things you need for concrete or steel or whatever, and then they just come and tear it all down. That's no fun. So we're going to need to take a good bit of this out too. So it's almost 2200. They'll be running here soon. We should be safe. That bear is still wandering around out there. It's going to make me have to kill him. I don't want to have to kill the bear. Well, we'll have enough dirt here to become dirt salesman. Let's see. Get all of this out. Put some concrete up there. All right. Let's make some dirt. Just while we're sitting here, we'll just making this, we'll make a little bit of dirt. Place that. So we must be close to the surface. Steel shovel, I need to make a new one. I don't want to repair shovels, because that's it's kind of a waste to lose durability, and I could be getting more level each one we create. So could be like Bad Buck and smelt every shovel and every pickaxe and get your scrap, your iron back out of it, a little bit of your iron. Which is not a bad idea. You know how I like to scrap things too, so. Looking good, looking good. So this is going to have to go one more down, all the way up, so that it looks right. Spartan wouldn't want to do something that did not look right. Is that right? I'm asking you all like you're gonna respond back to me here and say, yeah, I think that's right, yeah. Whoops. Silly little hitbox on this shovel. Okay. Spending a lot of time on this. I know I am, but this is, if we're going to make an entrance and not have to jump over the side of the pit and ride our bike in and out of the, bunker, then this is more than likely the way to go for doing that. So Okay, all that looks good. I don't want to do anything permanent with as far as the ramp goes yet until I know for sure we were dead on everything. I think the way I had looked above ground, everything's going to work out fine, but am I sensed? No, I'm undetected. Okay. So let's put some more blocks down here. We need to dig that out like so. Okay, I think we're just going to go with it. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident what I have done here is right. So we're going to go ahead and start laying some ramps down. So we have plenty of clearance up above. That was one of my concerns, is making sure I have plenty of clearance up above while we're on that bike coming down. Okay, so 20, so 40 should have been more than enough. Since we're going to be on the bike coming down, we don't want to bump our head on the upper portion. Here's a zombie. Oh, that is the surface too. I thought this light colored dirt was going to be the surface. Let's see if we can get away with digging over here. Am I undetected? I'm undetected. Worst case scenario, we just flip over to our handy dandy spike club and take care of business. Get those zombies on the business end of our spike club. So we're going to probably take all this dirt off, just cement it all. I don't know why we wouldn't. I hear a few zombies just kind of wandering around up here. Well, that's a cop. Kind of want to get up here and look around down on it before I do anything else, but I don't want to do that with the zombies just wandering around. I don't know how many up there. It sounds like at least 3 or 4, which might not be too much of a concern. Oh. Nope. Don't you do it. Oh, he set me on fire. Those are actually some pretty good boots. Oh, except for we were in the heavy bandit boots. Okay, so let's take out one more layer of this dirt. Can we reach that? Whoops. Have to click, then jump. Alright, so that's that. Get this silly corpse out of our way. think we're detected where we were at. Maybe we are. Boy. It's tricky to do this at night because, I'm really having to assess every bit of what we're doing here. I want to make sure when we get on the bike and drive. Oh, I'm hunted. And drive down, we don't bump our head. Oh, it's just an Olympic swimmer. Yeah, we'll take your treasure map. We'll probably use that here sometime in the next few episodes. Sorry, I've been a little quiet this playthrough as well. I've been just kind of thinking about what I'm going to do. Want to make sure I have everything just right for this new addition. Like I said, something that I've never really done before on any freefall pit design. It's a brand new thing for me. So I want to make sure it's right. Because it may be something, and I really focus and pay attention to what I'm doing, because it'll probably be something that I use again on another build. Oh, that is a cop over there. He still doesn't see us, though. Am I sensed? I am undetected. If this works out well, I'm hunted now. Oh, you're kidding me. Really? I'm breaking this out. No? That's right. Take out the dirt for us. See if I care. Yeah, we really don't want to run too far because... Go ahead and blow. Stinky pants. I mean, if it works out well, like I said, you all will see it. I'll make a preview video of it when we get through the base, much like I do my other bases. And maybe something that I incorporate in some of my builds moving forward. So really been trying to absorb every step of what I'm doing here to the best of my ability, so I can remember the steps that I took to achieve what I have done so far. I still need to do the test with dirt and cop explosions and see if man-made dirt cannot be destroyed by a cop as well as the regular terrain dirt. Be an interesting test. So you used to be able to do 50 pillars and drive through those, but I am almost positive that they fixed that so that you couldn't do that anymore. In Alpha 15 or 15.1. I could go one more across here. Let's do that from up top. So it's almost 4 a.m. now. We can get our mini bike and absolutely drive down in here. Make sure all of this is kosher. Maybe something like that. Even whoops. Wrong thing. bump our head. I kind of want to give them as little space as I can to come down in here, though I don't mind if they do. It would be nice to keep them out of this hole for the most part. I know they're still going to come in here. They're still going to, you know. So we won't bump our heads on that. Then we'll just solidify all of this going across. And seal it right there. Seal it with a kiss. So something like that. Probably not my best work, but well, look at that. We can put it up and down from up here. But it is completed. It gives us a way to get in and out with our mini bike, which is kind of a bonus. You know, I get bonus points for that, right? So we don't have to put the frames down every time. That gets a bit annoying. You know, some other free fall pit designs I've done where I can go under the pillars on the spikes on the bottom and get out that way, having access with a hatch going on the other side. But this way, it wouldn't even matter if they've incorporated breadcrumb system in there. They're not getting into your base this way because you have no hatch anywhere, you know, that they can follow the scent to get into. So we're going to do this little number here. Straighten out all this dirt. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that little sticky key thing popped up for me hitting my shift key multiple times, and it stopped the recording, so I had to splice back. Didn't even realize that it had stopped recording. Just show you real quick what I had done, all I did was place those frames to touch up around here to make it a little closer. Put our last 4 angle pieces there. And that gives us a nice little entrance to go in and out of our base. And so we're going to run across here. Only thing else I said was that I'm going to take all this stone out and put down concrete flush with the ground here all around. Up and down like a clown. Can't think anything else that rhymes with that. And yeah, so I was going to come down here and sort out my inventory just a bit with all the things that we had. And I was going to get the mini bike and do our little ride, our first ride through there. Bullets, no. We're going to put our bullets here. We need to get ourselves another steel shovel making. I don't think I'll be using a steel shovel much moving forward, but we need to have one just in case. 'Cause you never can tell. Okay, cement. We'll make cement blocks out of this. Concrete blocks. So now that we're all kind of set up, I do need to fire up the forges once again very soon. Get everything processing like we had before. I'm going to give it just a little while here before I do that. Don't want to do that quite yet. Found a treasure map. I guess you all might have been with me there when I found that. Oh, I apologize. That sticky key, I have to remember that moving forward, that if that ever pops up, it stops my recording. We could take a ride to Trader Joe. Got about 25 minutes left before I have to end this episode. We have goldenrod tea coming out of our ears now. Okay, everything else is good. We do need to keep a little bit of gas on us. This should be finishing in about 30, no, less than that. Let's say 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ourselves a 355 going on there. So the dirt, well, we have so much dirt. We do need to get a garden planted. I did not grab it, did I? We do need to get a garden planted, and we need to get, take my hunting knife with me here. And 600 wrench. I tell you what, let's take this 600 wrench, combine it with this 350 wrench, and get that bad boy 100%. Garden and a tree farm. That's going to be very important for us over here, to have that replenishable source of trees and food. Before I put this door down, let's do this number right here. I don't know why I took all this stuff out with me, but certainly didn't need an auger. You never know when you might need an auger, but this will be our first little trip through. Hopefully we don't fall through to the pit and lose our mini bike. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be our new way in and out of our base. Looks good. We had plenty of space there. No issues. The one thing that I did not do is let's ride over to the trader. Is I did not grab my coins. You do have to be careful and make sure that thing is completely down, because though the pit was just right below it, I did fall through one of those one time when it was not completely down. And it's also, oh gosh, we're still making those. Guess it gives me a chance to throw those wooden frames off, but we can trash those if we run out of space. So hopefully it doesn't cause an issue with zombies being able to catch on that lip. We'll figure that out. And I'll be able to document that if it does. So 9 in the morning. We're hoping for a machete. Our auger is looking good now, so we really don't need... we have that 600 blade. We can kind of keep repairing with steel. And that's the most important part, but so far no luck on Trader Joe Bob over here. Since we are... Let's try this for a change. I'm not concerned about zombies. We'll go ahead and take this pig, start getting some more animals, getting some more meat. Because we see them all the time. They're all over. I just don't bother to stop and kill them. There's another one right there. This is a great biome. We're close to... Oh, a little jump right over the head to get him. A little Evel Knievel kill. So we're right next to the hub. We're right next to a forest biome. We're going to get ourselves a mine for coal pretty soon. Get some coal. There's another piggy. I'm the big bad wolf, Mr. Piggy. Coming to blow your house down. We'll get ourselves some coal and some nitrate out of that pocket in the desert. Should be tons of it in there. And maybe start making some bullet casings and some 7.62 rounds. Who knows? So we're kind of at that point now in the game. Oh, I didn't kill him. We're kind of at that point in the game where we can do that. Start working on 7.62 rounds. We have ourselves a purple sniper rifle, so... Well, you can collect meat so fast. I'd remembered at one point, meat was kind of a hard thing to come by, and then I think they bumped up the animal spawn a bit, it seems. I know on the server, the XML file, or not the XML, but the server setup gives you the option to have more animals and zombies, and we bumped that up because we never fill up all the slots on the server. And also, I pay for high CPU. And this is advice for you, too. If you rent a server, make sure you pay the extra money for the high CPU priority. It is very much worth it. I see servers, different people playing with a lag and stuff. And if you pay for that high CPU priority, as long as you're not overloading the server with people, you'll always have very good success with that and very minimal amount of lag. Come on, machete. Oh, not again. What was that? Chalkboard plate. I don't even know what that is. So, as usual, his secret stash is nothing but junk, and I'm not putting points in that. I could buy bullet casings. Oh, they only has 35. What are you going to do with 35 bullet casings? So Mr. Trader Joe Bob here hardly ever has anything.
There's always Shamway up the road. You can try looting.
I don't know why he's trying to convince me to go loot something. Yeah, we could pick up a burning barrel. This is desert right here, isn't it? It sure is. Wow. Let me look at the map. So we're a lot closer to this desert than we are the other desert. We may end up coming over here and starting an oil shale mine for nitrate and iron and all of that. Oh, there's another deer. Don't run in the water, deer. Oh, deer in slow motion. Oh, he's gonna stop and get a sip of water. All right, enough of goofing off here. Wasted about 10 minutes now since I started this video back up. I'm happy to have that little drawbridge project going or done. Looks like this is the end over here. Yes, it is. So this didn't go anywhere as I thought it might. And that's okay. I was trying to find a new way to the hub city and back. So I could go boulder hunting again. That's usually, is that a regular bear or is that a zombie bear? Oh, look at that. I didn't think I was going to kill him. dangerous on this bike. Oh, this is a regular bear. Even though he does have blood around his mouth, it is a regular bear we can get some meat from. Now, where was that eardrop? Look at her coming up here. Okay, so it's right over there. There's another one in the town. We could follow this little path. Or we could just cut across to the left. Let's do that. Let's see how bad the terrain looks. We're not going to get anywhere because of all of the wildlife. It's just meat, meat, and more meat. Cut him for a loop. So this airdrop should be right up here. Mr. Piggy. There it is, right over there. Okay. Some of those and some of that. A little bit of this. Well, look at that. 62 meat on this one run. Well, we didn't even really do anything and picked up 62 meat. Curious as if there is a... Okay, it's just a gas tank behind that gas station. No working stiff crate. Buzz's Bar. No, thank you. There's prison right up here. I think we had noticed that last time we came through. There's actually a bunch of cars right there in a row. We used up a ton of our mechanical parts. Let's dump our meat into here so we're not smelling up the place. We'll just dump all this stuff in there and take our wrench. Let's loot them first. And tear it apart. I should be able to tear these things apart in just a few whacks now with this 600 wrench. But we do have to get that base more ready for the horde and perhaps take on the 70-day horde. With that base, I need to go back and fire up the forges. That's what I really need to do. Oh, look at that, 600 mining helmet. We'll actually hold on to that one. Come on, we need 600 engine. Could probably combine a couple now and 574. Yeah, I could probably combine what we have now and get that. So let us... Was there anything back that way that was maybe a little surprising, something we didn't know was there? Guess we'll just go ahead and head back this way. It's only 1 something, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but so we're going to play this little game, huh? It's a game that I'll always win, zombies. Am I going the right way? to start looking at my compass. My goodness. Instead of relying on this map so much, those games where you don't have a compass, it really forces you to recognize your surroundings and look at your compass. If you have one, a compass is just a luxury on some games. You know, if you can muster up enough resources to craft one, if they give you the option or whatever. So there's an airdrop up here on the right. See if we can pick that up on the way back to the base. Get those forges fired up. We're going to use some of our scrap to throw into the forge. I do believe we need a crazy amount more steel. Let's scrap all of these. Well, you can make a bunch of forges just out of scrapping cars with all of the leather that you get. I like being able to scrap these cars in just a few whacks. Before I go any further though, okay, so it's up here on the right. Should be right across here. I did just pass it. Nice, all the first aid kits. I don't ever really do the quest. You know, it's kind of a new addition to the game, and I played World of Warcraft for a long time, years ago. And that was the one thing that I just could not stand, make me grind my teeth, was to have to do all those quests to level up. I was never a fan of that. I have all kinds of patience, but when it came to doing those quests on World of Warcraft, not so much. It just was not my thing. So this 600 wrench can scrap for a long time before going bad. So we're going to take all of the scrap that we've accumulated. It'll almost be 2,000. And we're going to use that. You know what? Oh, wow, it takes that many. 347. I guess we could combine. You know what? We have those on us, so it wouldn't be wasting space. And eventually, I need to think about where I'm going to give out some points. I have lots of points to give out. Oh, Mr. Piggy. You shouldn't have shown yourself to me, because I am on a mission to get meat today. Oh, a pig and a deer. Yeah, that's right. Run the same way, pig and deer. Oh, I'm full. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I want to throw the gas out. Man. Getting greedy there with the two animals. You know what I just did. Took all the fuel out of my mini bike. So let's get on back to the base of Rooney and get settled in for the evening. We'll be able to enter the base for the first time with our mini bike. It's kind of cool, I guess. Instead of having to put those frames down to walk across, which was not really a pain, but it was something extra we were having to do each time. There was an airdrop crate over here. We'll stop by it real quick and resupply on our first aid kits if they so choose to give us those. And they did not. So I'm not even going to mess with that stuff. I'm going to go back this way. And I may clear some of this out up here. Well, we really don't have any trees in the way, do we? So there's probably a million different ways that you could do what I did there. But thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. It was kind of a fun episode to get that all finished up and be able to drive our mini bike into the base now. But we'll start working on the above ground structure maybe tomorrow, cooking up some more iron for steel and getting some more spikes upgraded, and then having some left over for we might even go to the mine over in the desert or start a new mine to get some more iron to create all of these spikes into steel. But thank you, and I'll see you next episode.